don't form the science so Mama Papa and GhanaTube so in summer so Ghana and no and as a media kunya namidi nina error the latest and yet the more interesting ones. Now we breaking news via about Brekäing and we are so fresh and Becca for Mumpuye Afe and I just say ye be no na breaking news we every Accra High Court and na na nina they call my former sports minister na ono yese asase bia ye ka chen so emfa onai sisa asase no so na je so de nai ekosi so na no nai anase okọ sa asase no hono eno na Accra High Court ajili no for 7 days and for contempt it almost say former sports minister jailed 7 days for contempt over land je say asase ye ka chen so emfa onai ko so na asase na say ntawantawe bia boni obi ntem e wa asase ho ye ka chen ne say memma ne enkosa asase no so je say obu na so eguso na wagogo pie mu e wa asase ne so eno enam so ama Accra High Court enso e de omo nsem abana nsem no mo dia ba no omo se ene ejelu for 7 days ma me kinka nsem no ne ehu mu entrase yie ankasa nti omo se the former minister of youth and sports Dr. Mustafa Ahmed has been sentenced to 7 days imprisonment by the Accra High Court, a financial and economic crime division 2 for contempt of court, which is a court case in one day. On June 12, 2019, the court in a judgment granted perpetual injunction restraining the former minister, then the defendant, from trespassing on land, but he violated the order. Inti ekache say emfa una enti so we dey say nyankopon ekache Moses say asase edahwe udi weni behu but online ne dey onfa enti so sa eni ekache former youth and sports minister na so onu dey osi odineni behu esan ne nine enti so enti the court also fined him 12,000 Ghana cedis or in default serve 30 days in prison. And it say either someone find an answer or serve 30 days in prison. If paid, the court presided over by Justice Efia Sewa Asari ordered that 5,000 Ghana cedis out of the fine should be paid to Kofi Amwa Kwafo, the man who initiated the contempt application against Dr. Ahmed, the Chief of Defense Staff and the Director General of Logistics of the Ghana Armed Forces. I just ono 12,000 na obetiano eno yebeyi mu bi e dia mani pa ono edesa aseno airport court say on pese ni pay ebekwa ko hu asase na say ni na besi asase ni ti say the contempt motion originated from a land litigation case 6 years ago in which Dr. Ahmed, a former member of parliament for Ayawaso North, sold land to Mr. Kwafo in the year 2000 and repossessed it with the excuse of having made a mistake. It's just all Thomas has and also so mistake na maye it's a honor is a seminar every buy in the contempt application. The applicant, Mr. Kwafo, attached the Chief of Defense Staff and the Director General of Logistics because personnel of the GFA occupying a property built on the land in the disputes resisted execution of the judgment of the court. In the Justice Asari Botri, who is a court of appeal judge, sitting with additional responsibility as High Court judge, noted in her judgment that both Chief of Defense Staff and the Director General of Logistics were not personally served with copies of the court's land litigation judgment of 2019. In his affidavit in support and written address, Mr. Kwafo stated that the respondents conducted themselves in a manner as to bring the administration of justice into disrepute by defying the authority of the court. For instance, the applicants argued that the first respondent patently disposed of the property of the GFA in 2017, which document was executed in 2018, and the application for registration, therefore, having been made in 2021, when the judgment of the court was already handed down, Mr. Kwafo said that the officers of the GFA were in contempt of court when they resisted the execution of the judgment of the court. Mr. Kwafo and they assembled a court court issued statement somewhere some years back. Now, so 2021 Omoka said that be assassinated. And I go to send assassination and 70 piano. Say Omu fit near court, a can you so Omu feel said they you and you're not I told you or more in this court. And so ABN and no Akasite. Mr. Kwafo was represented by Mr. Kweku or say as sorry as counsel. A counsel for Dr. Ahmed, Mr. Christopher A. Fain in his written submission stated that his client cannot be found to be in contempt since no evidence had been canvassed to show that he had fallen in breach of any order, direction or judgment of the court to merit such action. He denied having backdated the assignment of the submatter of the GFA or any other allegations of fraud and stated that this was a ploy to enforce the judgment handed down by the courts by a means other than what was prescribed by the rules of court. The former minister stated that the applicant was deploying an incompetent process in bringing the application to incite the court against him and other respondents. In the court, the chief of defense staff and the director of logistics told the court that there was no evidence of a writ of possession having been properly obtained and served them, as they had not been parties to the suit. It was their case that posting the judgment on the property and writing to the GFA was not a proper procedure for notifying them of the judgment. And I almost say judgment no me buy no manfa evidence bi anka manfa hwe anka and a mama catch it that was way back. Now so this year no yes it's a court e ka asem na is the way this way and they were open ho asem. And former sports and former youth and sports minister ono na chese he's or 7 years under John Dramani Mahama na say NDC government so ono as you see Jèiled yes 7 days but when the man is 7 days onko dem say waso ye den enia ye de ba ye no wante wakwa ye no inti court no de ne ho emra abasa oni onko dem for 7 days and I say either say obetia 12,000 Ghana cedis no adem for 7 days and I say on na 30 days wa 7 wo ho enti sisi ano ankasa echusu eyimu bi enti sisi kana odi abanenso yeyimu de amani pa ono eni enya asem no wo sa insase ensem enu enti nsem ne de ano aye de but breaking news aba be kan yinseni adofo GhanaTube fa comment no ehu kime wo comment say nkofo bu o madwen say o de Omaso the pint is a court cast momonte, your pa and obeying na odi ehu kime comment section or dof maybe major bread na makenkan insini na de amount open sem no etie na obeso hunya ekoso Ghana nia obi aka ni omi nkan say achi obi osi enchi obi GhanaTube ye ni nyina everybody subscribe my na face notification bell for nsesi so na insem ni suma ona be the first person on sabe kanu nia ekoso Ghana nsisi ade makram